comes our new summer show train. Tonight, the Association of American Railroads inaugurates a series of new musical plays and operettas created especially for the Railroad Hour and starring Gordon MACRAE and his charming guest, Dorothy Warren Show. Our choir is under the direction of Norman Luboff, and our music is prepared and conducted by Carmen Dragon. Yes, tonight and every Monday night, the world premiere of a new operetta is brought to you by the American Railroads, the same railroads that bring you most of the food you eat, the clothes you wear, the fuel you burn, and all the other things you use in your daily life. And now here is our star, Gordon MACRAE.
Thank you, Marvin Miller, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, Dorothy Warren Scholl will sing the role of Mary Parker in Beautiful Dreamer by Lawrence and Lee. And I shall be an old friend of yours named Steve. You wouldn't recognize his face, and you never shook his hand, but Steve is a good friend of yours just the same. You've met him in melodies like this.
Weep no more, my lady. Oh, weep no more today. We will sing one song for my old Kentucky home. For my old Kentucky home. Far away.
Steve didn't have a home in Kentucky. He never really had a home anyplace, except in the hearts of the people who loved his songs.
Camptown ladies sing the song, doo-dah, doo-dah. Camptown racetrack 5 miles long, oh, doo-dah day. I come down there with my hat caved in, doo-dah, doo-dah. Go back home with a pocket full of tin, oh, doo-dah day. Wind around all night, wind around all day. Bet my money on a bobtail nag, somebody bet on the bay.
The long-tailed filly and the big black hoe.
Doo-dah, doo-dah.
They fly the track and they both cut across.
Oh, doo-dah day. So flying horse chicken in a big mud hole, doo-dah, doo-dah. Can't touch bottom with a 10-foot pole, oh, doo-dah day. Wind around all night, wind around all day. Bet my money on a bobtail nag.
Bet my money on a bobtail nag.
Somebody bet on the bay. Oh, doo-dah day.
All night, wander around all day. Put my money on a bobtail nag. Somebody bet on the bay.
It is 38 cents, but we have a special this week only, ma'am. Any 3 Stephen Foster songs for just $1.
This isn't by Stephen Foster. It can't be. He only writes sad songs.
Oh, no. He used to write happy music.
But that was many, many years ago.
What?
Who is this man?
I don't know.
Excuse my appearance. I'm a customer.
I'll take that song, young lady. You needn't wrap it. I had no idea this music store catered to trash.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have come in here.
No. Please, let me help you.
Well, do you have a song called Come Where My Love Lies Dreaming?
Yes. May I sing it for you?
That would be very kind of you.
Here it is. Let me see now. The key is E flat. Come where my love lies dreaming, dreaming the happy hours away. In visions bright redeeming the fleeting joys of day.
You sing it beautifully, as if the words had a real meaning for you.
Oh, I love all of Mr. Foster's songs, but I think this is my favorite.
Is it? Is it really your favorite?
Somewhere
even looking at the music. You know it by heart.
Yes, I know it by heart.
Come with a lute, come with a lay.
My
own love is sweetly dreaming, her beauty beaming. Come where my love lies dreaming, is sweetly dreaming the happy hour away. Soft is her slumber, thoughts bright and free, dance through her dreams like gushing melody.
Light is her young heart, light may it be. Come where my love lies dreaming the happy hours, dreaming the happy hours away. Come where my love lies dreaming, is sweetly dreaming the happy
Could you give me 3 copies of that song?
Why, certainly. That'll be $1.
But you don't understand. I don't have any money.
Well, we can't just give songs away.
Yes, I know. But you see, it's my song.
Your song. You're Stephen Foster?
I don't expect you to believe me.
Oh, but I do. I do believe you, Mr. Foster. The way you sang that melody.
It's been hard times lately.
Here, take the music.
Thank you, my child.
You look thin. Are you hungry?
No?
Please, let me tell my grandchildren that I once had a luncheon guest named Stephen Foster. Another bowl of soup, Mr. Foster?
Well,
It'll warm you up. You know, that's the trouble with New York City. Too cold in the winter, too hot in the summer.
that's the trouble with friendship. You either have too many friends or none at all.
Why are you so lonely, Mr. Foster? Was there a girl?
A girl? Of course. There was Jane.
Well, you never wrote a song about Jane. Katie Bell, Laura Lee, Nellie Bly.
Don't you remember?
I dream of Janie with the light brown hair.
That's not the way it goes.
That's the way I wrote it. But Jane thought it was too public that way.
It's too public that way, Steve.
But Jane, I thought you'd be pleased.
I'm not a lady of the chorus, Steve. I'm your wife. And I don't want your love for me to be a commodity in 6 sharp.
But Janie...
With every minstrel company and every showboat from Pittsburgh to New Orleans singing about Janie. Janie with a light brown hair. I won't have it, Steve.
All right, I'll change it then. But every time you hear it, my darling, my bride, remember, it was written for you.
I dream of Jeannie with the light brown hair, born like a vapor on the summer air. I see her tripping where the bright streams play,
Mr. Foster?
I don't know.
She's dead?
I don't think so. We just decided to go our separate ways. I'm not a very good provider, I'm afraid. You see, Jane and I loved each other, but I guess we just weren't very good friends.
I'm sorry, Mr. Foster.
I don't know what's happening to me. So many of my songs are about dreaming. It's coming now, so I can't tell the dreams from the truth. I don't know if I'm honestly here talking to you or if it's just in my mind. I'm all swallowed up in dreams. I can't tell the truth from the lies and the real from the unreal. I'm lost halfway between real life and dream life. Oh, help me. Help me find my way.
We'll return for the second act of Beautiful. Now here is the second act of Beautiful Dreamer, starring Gordon MacRae as Stephen Foster and Dorothy Warrenshold as Mary Parker.
Beautiful dreamer, wake unto me. Starlight and dewdrops are waiting for thee.
Help me find my way.
Oh, Mr. Foster, why don't you try to think back to the happiest time of your life?
The happiest time?
Yes. Try and remember when you had no cares, nothing to be afraid of. Everything smiles and music.
There was a time like that when I was young. Oh, Lord, how young I was. Jane and I took a river trip on one of the old paddle wheelers, all the way to New Orleans. It was our honeymoon, really.
It's our honeymoon, Steve. Come out and watch the lights go by on the shore.
Well, I've been working on a song, dear.
Another song? Oh, what's the point of it, Steve? Oh, your little jingles are nice for parlor entertainment, but, well, I do wish you had a substantial job like, a floor walker or a bookkeeper. Then I'd really be proud of you, Steve.
But listen to this one, Janie, and I think you'll be proud of me.
I come from Alabama with my banjo on my knee. I'm going to Louisiana, my true love for to see. It rained all night today, I left the weather, it was dry. The sun so hot I froze to death. Susanna, don't you cry. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me. Well, I'm going to Louisiana with my banjo on my knee.
And we're going to Louisiana, Jane. I wrote this song for us.
Oh, it does have a nice lilt to it, Steve.
I had a dreamy other night, but everything was still. I thought I saw Susanna, she was coming down the hill. The buckwheat cake was in her mouth, the tear was in her eye. Says I'm coming from the south, Susanna, don't you cry. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me. I'm going to Louisiana with my banjo on my knee. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me. For I'm going to Louisiana.
What happened, Mr. Foster? In the music store, where we sell thousands of copies of your songs, I'd expect you to be a rich man.
Well, other people got rich from my songs, but I never did. Somehow, I just don't know how to sell things. Once, years and years ago, I took one of my songs to the greatest minstrel man of them all, and I was shaking in my boots.
Yes, what is it, boy?
Mr. Christie, I have a song I thought perhaps you could use in your show.
Sorry, boy, we only employ the compositions of established masters of the melodic art.
Oh, Mr. Christie, listen to my song, please, and see if you don't like it.
There's a piano, son. I'll give you 2 golden minutes of my valuable time.
Thank you, Mr. Christie.
Way down upon the Petey River, far, far away. There's where my heart is turning ever. There's where the old folks stay.
and down the whole creation, sadly I rove. Still longing for the old plantation and for the old folks at home. All the world I'm sad and dreary everywhere I roam. Oh, river, how my heart grows weary, far from the old folks at home.
A mellifluous piece of music, my boy. But what's the name of that river?
The Petey, sir.
Don't like it. How about the Yazoo? No, that's worse. I have an inspiration. Make it way down upon the Hudson River.
Well, it's supposed to be a southern song.
True, true. Well, my boy, there's a fine map of the Republic here in this atlas. We shall peruse it together. Let's see, there's the Rappahannock, Monongahela, the Susquehanna, all too long.
Say, here's a little river with an interesting name. Here in Florida, flowing into the Gulf. The Suwannee.
Still too long.
Well, we could shorten it. The Swanee River. I like that. The Swanee River. Never saw the place in my life, but it's beautiful.
You don't suppose the folks in Florida will object to your changing the name of their river?
Object? Way down there? Why, they'll never even hear of the song. Listen, sir.
Way down upon the Swanee River, far, far away, there's where my heart is turning ever, there's where the old folks stay. All the world I'm sad and dreary, everywhere I roam. Oh, river, how my heart grows weary, far from the old folks at home.
I'll use that refrain in my minstrel show, my boy, and I would even charge you for the privilege.
Mr. Christie, you'd have to give me something.
Look here, boy, I practically wrote the words to the song. Suppose I give you $10 for the right to declare that I am the sole author and composer, eh?
Oh, please, Mr. Christie, can't you make it $15?
Well, I've a generous nature, but you drive a hard bargain, son, a hard bargain.
How could you be so foolish, Mr. Foster?
Well, I needed the money.
Are you still writing melodies? If you could bring out a thrilling new song, why, well, it could be the new beginning of life for you.
The way you say it, it almost seems possible.
What's that?
Oh, it's just an old piece of brown wrapping paper.
With notes scribbled on it. It's a song.
Yes, I keep hearing music, all mixed up with the dreams and the nightmares. And I have to write it down.
Let me see the song. Must be published, Mr. Foster.
I don't even have music paper to write it down.
I'll copy it for you. Then I'll give it to Mr. Waters at the music store.
You're a gentle heart. and a dear friend.
Where do you live?
In the back of a grocery store at 15 the Bowery.
Please be there tonight. I'll bring you the copy. Oh, Doctor, you must help me. I went to his room, and they told me an ambulance had brought him here.
Which of our patients are you inquiring about, miss?
My friend Stephen, a great composer.
Oh, you have the wrong place, miss. This is the charity ward. There wouldn't be anybody like that here.
Well, you must help me. It's Mr. Foster, Stephen Foster.
We do have a Forrester, no first name indicated.
Let me see.
Right this way. There was no identification, just a slip of paper in his pocket that said, "Dear friends and gentle hearts."
It was the title for a new song.
Dear.
Oh,
I'm afraid there's nothing anyone can do. I can't believe this is Stephen Foster. I thought he died years ago.
perhaps he did. Stephen?
Janie? Janie? You're just part of a dream. And the riverboat. That's part of a dream. And the girl in the music shop. A dear friend. A gentle heart. She wanted me to live again. But she's just part of the dream, too. Just part of the...
Oh, no.